Hello, everyone. Welcome to the home edition of the RC Roundtable
Aren't they
live.
all home editions?
Uh, yes, but the extra home edition because everybody else is home. So the audience home edition.
Sounds like we already got our first call.
We need
you
one of
heard that?
we need one of those news,
Hello,
Welcome.
caller.
the
That
Corbett
just reminded me.
special podcast.
Welcome to the RC Roundtable, full hour.
I did not turn my ringer off, and it's out of reach. So, watch
Okay,
me
everybody
turn
call
it off.
Terry.
I call Terry.
Well, while Terry gets his phone and turns his ringer off, he's such a ringer, anyways. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the RC Roundtable live. As promised, we said we would try to do more live shows, and at least this is our second one in what, a month?
At least.
That's on a roll for us, man. Usually it's like we do 2 a year or something. So,
My ringer off, and it's out of reach.
Oh, that's me.
Okay, what happened there? Didn't mute your mic?
I was trying to move the screens and I hit the unmute button, and then Terry's in an earthquake.
Yeah. You'd think we know what we were doing.
No, we've never claimed that.
Jeez Louise. But hey, we got some people already in the chat, I see.
Adam, I'm refusing to watch that show, so let's not mention it during our podcast.
I see they keep talking about that, but I haven't seen it. And
What show are we talking about?
It is basically a wreck you cannot turn away from my ear.
Oh.
Well, it's funny. People have mentioned that to me. We're talking about Tiger King. A few months ago, I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but there was a podcast series about it. And so I listened to the whole story, however long ago, a few months ago. And it's
you didn't grow up?
Well, I mean, it's just outlandish characters in real life. But when I heard that it was a Netflix show, I'm like, all the surprises are gone. I don't think I want to watch it. So I never get the pictures in my head of these people. So I'm
Terry putting spoilers all over his page.
No, I ain't saying nothing about nothing.
Well, okay. See our friends Mike and Christopher Breams is also in. Say, hey guys, welcome to the show. So what are we gonna talk about today?
Well, let's talk about your viruses. I mean, your YouTube viruses. I mean,
you stole my joke.
So it won't kill.
I think we should mention it.
Why do you want to harp on that?
It's not my God. I'm trying to promote you fool.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. So as you know, I have a YouTube channel called Hobby View. I've had it for several years now. And something happens with the YouTube algorithm gods shined upon me a few weeks ago, and something clicked, and I saw a huge spike in my views and also comments and stuff. I was like, what the heck is going on? So something happened, and apparently my page, it started with the P47 video as I did. The assembly one, somehow that clicked, and it got popped up on a bunch of people's pages and mentions, or what do you want to call it, suggestion box. And there we go. There's my page. So I don't know why, but I suddenly got a big, I went viral, basically.
Look at that.
In a small way.
And what, one day, almost 10,000 views, and you've been gaining like 300, 400 subscribers a day.
Yeah. Just 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was probably at about 5,000 subscribers. 4 or 5.
I think we should point out, it's not a fluke. It's not like people just catch that one video and then bail out. They're coming and they're subscribing and staying, and then they're professing their love to you.
I want to have your babies.
Kind of
put it that way.
That voice. I love your voice.
Oh, yeah, that's the one. Can you read to me to sleep?
I have to admit, I'm both astounded and honored that people think my voice is something. I've been compared to Bob Ross. Talk for PBS. I should do voiceovers for children's books. I don't know, all kinds of weird stuff. I make lullabies to people to sleep. I don't.
It's working right now.
You could make some extra money.
But I'm just glad people like what I do. You know, I always kind of was off in the corner by just me and a few choice people, just to help with Lee and Jeff. You know, just making our own little videos, kind of in the corner, just having fun. And then suddenly people, hey, you know, I kind of like that. I'm like, really? I'm glad you do, because it takes me forever to edit this damn videos.
Well,
Yeah, right.
don't just talk about that. Talk about your live show the other day.
Yeah, so I decided to try a couple of live shows, just started for giggles. I figured, hey, people are at home, probably don't have a lot to do. So I thought, hey, why not just for fun? You know, I listen to YouTube a lot.
Tiger King.
Yeah, I listen to other YouTubers and they do some live shows. I always thought that was kind of funny. So let me try one myself to see if something I can do.
Hellcat King.
Kitty King. And lo and behold, those have been seem to be doing pretty well too, despite I see Chris Wolf is on the
Is Chris on?
Oh crap. I'm in trouble now.
You don't have to hear everybody.
Not yet.
Because my first live show, I was installing one of Chris's LED afterburners, and I kind of let the smoke out on it.
You can't plug it into a wall outlet, Fitz.
Yeah, I can't plug in a wall in. But that said, I've got a replacement controller. I just got it in the other day from.
Oh, nice.
The next show is how fast can I blow the smoke out of this one?
So I plan on doing it. I'm going to do another live show. I don't know, Friday or Saturday out this week. I will do another one, and I will install this, and hopefully I will not let the smoke out this time. I talked to Chris a little bit about the best way to hook it up, and so I will not do what I did last time.
I mean, how not to screw it up.
I'll try not to screw it up. I felt so bad. It's like, oh man, I'm live, and I bundled it. And I was like, oh man, he's gonna kill me.
Hey, I was joking about the wall outlet, but that reminds me of something that I found in my shop the other day. So you guys talk for a minute. I'm going to go retrieve my widget. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So Fitz, can you show the camera the device and how small it is?
It's pretty small. Let me bring it up here. So here's in my hand. Here's like a thumb. It's about 2 thumb lengths long. It's a very small device. This is the controller board for the LED afterburner that the RC Geek sells. You can go to his website, the rcgeek.com, I believe. He can tell me if that's the right website or not. We'll put a link on it in our page. And he sells a lot of them are for the free wing jets. Really nice, really bright. And so I was putting it in my Avanti, which is one of my favorite jets to fly. And so I look forward to putting it in. I'm going to wire up a battery pack and get it going. One other thing I wanted to mention also, since I kind of went viral-ish, is I've connected with several people that I hadn't talked to in years. People that had said, hey, I wonder what happened to you. And this video popped up and I was like, I know that guy. He owes me $20. So that's the kind of nice thing. It's several people that I've gotten in contact with that I haven't seen probably in years, decades almost, that I had interfaced, some nice, really good fellow modelers and stuff that I hadn't talked to in a long time, lost contact with. And so it was great to have that happen. It looks like you had a picture there, Lee.
Yeah, I was going to show. This is Chris's new afterburner, the dual device.
Dual piston, huh? Dual headers.
So I don't know if I have. I'm trying to skip to the. There we go. I think I can get to this.
The double trouble.
Well, there we go.
Oh, look at that!
The multi-burner.
Funky.
Cool.
Yeah.
Bifurcated.
Go back to that other picture though.
Of it been use.
The first one. Yeah, that gives me an idea for sunglasses.
Huh?
Look at the
Okay.
turkey feather on there.
Oh, I get it.
I'm trying to just share that with all of us, but I guess I can't. So anyway, yeah, that's what Fitz has, except he's just got the single version.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah. So look for an announcement in the next day or two. I'll let you guys know. And I haven't decided if it's going to be Friday or Saturday. Saturday seemed to be pretty popular. I don't know, but I don't know. I haven't decided. But hey, thanks, Chris.
Is there such a thing as weekends anymore? It's all just the same day.
Yeah, it's just
it's funny you say that because someone, a friend of ours, keeps posting like every day. By the way, today is Tuesday. By the way, and they just tell you.
Did you see there was a meme on? I think it was on Facebook, and he says the question is, "What day is it?" And the guy answers, "Season 3, Episode 2."
March 95th. Yeah.
All right. So, Terry, you have something to show us?
I do. So I was going through that field box that I bought a few months ago. You guys probably remember me talking about it, the Aero Trend thing where the legs fold down, and I thought it was cool. So I was going through it, and I ran across some old stuff that I hadn't noticed before. So I'm going to reveal it a piece at a time here. So you recognize this. What is this?
That's something you touch your tongue to.
Snow cone maker.
You could. It's all right. An AC
nose plug.
outlet. Right? Okay, so let's follow the wire here. It gets twisty.
It's electric nose plug.
I've seen one of those many years ago.
Okay, and here we have. It's been stripped, and now we have alligator clips.
So it's an OSHA hazard.
Oh, just wait. Okay, so we'll keep going. And then what's at the other end?
A glow plug driver.
Are you going over to the dark side?
No, but all right. Tell me what you're seeing. A glow plug driver on one end.
I'm seeing one very smoky glow plug.
It's AC powered. So they use it. Are they plugging that into some kind of device that's plugged into a 12-volt battery?
That's what I wondered. I'm like, what the heck? There were two of them in this box. I'm like, what kind of death wish did this person have?
It's a hell of a glow plug.
Obviously, you don't support that, but maybe they put an AC adapter, a wall adapter, into like their box, and then had the battery inside the box plug into those, and they just use that as a positive negative.
Yeah, and they keep bleaching the milk jug at home, I'm sure.
I didn't say I support it. I'm just saying, hopefully that was what they decided to do.
Well,
AC power.
I solved the mystery because that box also had a power panel built into it, and it's got your usual. I don't know if it had banana jacks, but it had a couple things for the starter and whatever other stuff. But the 1.5 volt outlet for the glow plug driver on that power thing has an AC receptacle there. So the field box with power panel took an AC plug for this.
What's highly irregular?
So, yeah.
It blew my mind. Well, first, this blew my mind. And then the fact that they designed a DC panel with an AC plug just...
First, you blew the glow plug. Then that blew your mind. Then you realized what happened.
So we had a comment here. It's from a guy named Craig who said the Sonictronics.
Yeah, this is a Sonictronics power panel in this box. So, yeah, I wonder how long that stuck around and how many people stuck it into their wall.
That's a good point.
You mean I have to start the plane inside?
You need a really long extension cord.
Wow.
So, yeah, there's all sorts of goodies in there. It's like a time capsule.
Cool. So. Well, speaking of goodies, you released we kind of need to segue to that, but today was the hashtag AMA Hop.
Oh, right. Yeah, that.
And we got a lot of comments and positive, I say positive views. We got a lot of views, a lot of likes, and good comments on what you did for RC Roundtable, which was the Coyote Show. You want to talk about it maybe for a little bit?
Did we already talk about it? I talked about it when I bought it.
Well,
basically,
show it off again so everybody can see it. Is it behind you?
No, it's on the floor over here, but I can grab it if anybody's interested. It's a reveal of the Kyosho Duet that I bought a couple months ago at the same time as I bought the box. Is the box there? I thought I set it up here. Yeah, there it is. It's open, so it's hard to see. But so I bought the Duet because that's what I went for, but it came with this field box and a crazy 8-channel Futaba 72 megahertz radio and some other stuff. And so if you want to see that stuff, watch the video, like, subscribe, all that stuff. So that's what I talked about on the hop today. And before 2 days ago, I didn't know what the heck a hop was. I'd never heard of a hop. What about you guys? No.
Neither.
Apparently a hop is a connected series of Facebook videos. So you're supposed to go from one to the next, hop from one to the next.
It must be what all the young kids do these days.
So the AMA pulled it together and they asked us to participate, which we were more than happy to do. So then it was kind of neat. There were some cool videos out there.
Fitz started off with a bang on his video. If you haven't seen the AMA Hop guys, go to your Facebook page, type in hashtag AMA Hop, and you'll see several that were posted. But go look for Hobby View and watch the first 5 seconds of Fitz do his thing.
Hashtag Hobby View. Yeah, it's only a minute long. I kept it short, but yeah.
And I think if you start with the AMA, if you go to the Jay Smith's post, look at the hashtags in his post, he'll take you from one to the other. And then at the end of, well, at least in most people's descriptions, you can just click on the next one. I'm last.
Somebody had to be.
I'm the last.
You're the anchor man.
That's it. I'm the anchor.
Anchor man. Bring up the rear.
I'm the
Tailman
end
Charlie.
of the line. So
now, the last time I checked, Joe Vermillion had shared Lee's video and he had shared Fitz's video.
But he didn't
his
share
Boss USA and his personal page.
I'm pretty sure he shared ours. We have a lot of views on ours.
Oh, okay. I haven't checked it in a long time, so.
Which I need to say yours because you're the one who did it.
Hey, and since we're squawking videos, Lee, you might not even know this yet, but your latest 101 video is live and kicking.
I did see that.
Okay.
Thank you.
We'll be promoting that tomorrow, and I think you did a super job with it.
So yeah, just a little reminder. It's Dubro Pine Ridge, right?
That's the YouTube channel, yeah.
Yeah. So if you look up Dubro Pine Ridge.
No. Go to dubro.com.
Okay.
Pine Ridge.
That'll take you there.
They do more than just Dubro. That's the business name. But anyway, yes, if you go to the website, you'll see stuff. And yes, and speaking of, I'll get out of my stuff I was going to talk about. Let's talk about building from home. So bringing Dubro up was great, Terry, because now that we are home, and obviously here in Texas, and I'm sure every state's going to do the same thing. We're set for the next month indoors. So this is my home away from home in here. In fact, Cindy said, so if you get sick, are you stuck in here? Are you staying in here?
Just like a cot. Yeah. Finally.
And you know what? It's probably the best thing because this is kind of a sealed room. So I really am to myself. I might take that spare couch that's in the other room and find a way to jam it in here.
Does that mean you're not allowed to go flying even if your field is not closed?
You know, I think at this point, after what they said today in the news, it's really, really not recommended you do anything for fun. Although we are going outside and exercising and walking, I think going to the flying field and flying probably would be frowned upon.
Even if you're distancing yourself there.
Yeah. I mean, if you go to the field and nobody's there, then I mean, maybe we'll have to start like auctioning off time slots at the field. lottery time slots at the field.
Yeah.
But if you need parts for your aircraft, you can go to dubro.com and pick up stuff that you need to finish your aircraft. But I was also going to share our buddy right here, if I can do this quickly and kind of pretend like I know what I'm doing. Keith Sparks with Park Flyer Plastics. So if you have projects and you need to finish them and you need some cool stuff to make it look better, canopies, get his book, Building with Foam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Bible.
That reminds me, I have his radial engine parts I need to put in my Beaver.
Right there, huh?
Yeah.
What about the P-47 and the Hellcat?
Those already have radial engine parts from the factory.
Pretty ones?
One at a time.
Gotcha. So you guys might not know this, but Keith sells bulk plastic now.
Does he?
So yeah, sheet plastic by the pound. Yeah,
I did not know that.
Handy stuff. How many times are you doing something in your shop like I could use some sheet plastic here? Like for me, it's constant. Like just for mixing epoxy or putting little things together.
Yeah.
So I think it's like $1 a pound. So check that out.
Yeah. So anyway, go look up Park Flyer Plastics. Tell them we sent you.
Doesn't get you a deal, but
you still tell them.
Yeah.
So on the little post I wrote for our live show today, it said, we talk about Fitz's viral YouTube videos. We'll talk about you talking about the duet, and then Lee will find something to complain about. Well, this is all I'm going to complain about, but just for fun. So for Christmas, I got these little ornaments, and there's just something missing on every one of them.
There's no vertical stabilizer.
And also the wings are droopy.
That's okay.
So
ahead of their time.
Yeah. Okay, so
some of them had droopy wings.
That's pretty droopy. So that's before. So have we ever seen a V-tail? Make it so.
I kind of like that.
I added dihedral and I fixed my tails. So this actually looks more presentable. I can hang this now and not feel so bad.
Oh wait! Oh, you modified that one. That was one that was
this one. Yeah, there's 3 of them. So this is what they look like. Sad,
sad,
no rudder. And now they're happy V-tail.
The early Beechcraft fighter.
Yeah, the fighter pilot killer.
So I fixed it.
You reminded me. I have I have an ornament I wanted it.
Look at that.
I got you. This time I have the advantage.
I have the high ground.
So I want to go back to your video for a second, Lee. Your new video talks about using Dubro's wire bender. What's it called?
Oh, okay, that video. Okay.
Bender. Yeah. I've got one as well, and I used it just yesterday to fix this flight box because it's got the latches. I don't know how you would describe them, but if you can picture like a instrument case where it's got the little clasp that come over and then a cam comes down to lock it in place. This field box has latches like that. Yeah, there you go. But the wire
easy bender catalog number 480.
The wire part that goes over on these was all wonky, so I took some music wire that I had and my Dubro Easy Bender, and in about 2 minutes I had replacements that are working fine.
You know, I didn't put this. Well, I didn't talk much about it in the video because I felt like I was going to get too personal. I'm trying not to be careful to throw all of Lee in there, but. You know, I have needle nose pliers, I have Z benders, but I'll tell you in the video, I'll show you bending wires with just one finger because you have so much leverage with the handle. And but for those of you, and I'm starting to get arthritis. I've had issues just holding tools for a long time. Even my knife, I even got some of these fancier handled X-Acto blade knives to just try different.
Are they round handles?
Yeah, they're ergonomic, so they. Okay. And, you know, just trying different things out. So my hands do hurt. So on the positive, using those Z-bend pliers, it takes a lot, you know, from you. But just putting it in there and just turning it, you're done. Just FYI, if you are having problems holding tools, you know, getting old up there, that Easy Bender is good.
Yeah. So I still like Z-bend pliers too, but the Z-bender or the Easy Bender is nice. I will never do a Z-bend with pliers again, ever. Not once.
There you
go. Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah. So I have to ask, and I'm going to pause for a second and see if anybody's had any questions online. So while you guys are looking at questions and stuff like that, I'm going to point out that during this downtime, I think a lot of us have had more time to get on the internet and surf and look up things. My kids are doing pretty well at trying to stay on some kind of course schedule for doing classes with Zoom and so forth. And I've found myself going through lots of Facebook pages, and I'm going to tell you guys about what I don't know is inspiring me, or just that I do a lot of oohs and ahs. But do you know who Greg Hahn is?
Sure.
Okay.
Could you remind me? I don't know who he is.
And I'm going to be honest, I didn't know who he was either, and I guess I should feel bad about it. But he is a master scale builder. He's awesome. He won 2005, I believe, with a B25. And I came across it because he's good friends with Joe Vermillion, and he's currently building a Balsa USA Albatross D5.
Oh, I saw that. I didn't realize. I didn't check the name out, but I saw that.
Gary, have you seen it?
I don't think so. Oh, wait. I think I have. Yeah.
So
the V-strutter, yes.
I'm going to look for comments here from those. But guys, the nice thing is Greg has made these public. These are his personal posts on Facebook, and he has an incredible voice. He has the best radio voice, and he talks so well in these little short videos of him building this Albatross. And I watched like 2 or 3 videos he posted on adding the leather trim around the cockpit.
The combing, yeah.
And adding the stitching. And you know what? It was just like this. Like, oh my God, I'm not worthy. And it's amazing, but he does it so well. And it's kind of depressing. It's like, I wish I had that voice. I wish I could talk that slow and had those words. I mean, it's amazing. And if you guys get a chance, if you're friends with him and, or if you can find him on Facebook, that is some incredible work. I mean, that's just one of those things I've mentioned. That's unfortunately a benefit from all this downtime is to see what other people are building. And that was inspiring to me. That guy really is doing a wonderful job with those videos.
We should invite him on the show.
We should invite him on the show.
You're not going to fanboy out, are you?
Oh, Greg.
Well, just the fuselage too on that plane was beautiful.
There's not a straight line on it.
You know what? I'm gonna phase out for a second. I'm gonna go see if I can pull up on my screen So you guys continue talking. I'll see if I can find the quick video on that. And it is amazing. So yeah, write that down, guys. Gregory Hahn, Hahn, and see if you can find it. And boy,
while you're doing that, should we go through the comments real quick? See what
sure, y'all go ahead and do that. I'm going to see if I can pull up one of the.
Let's see. Plug into. I know we said.
I have a question because Lee was talking about wanting to talk deeper. Is that Billy Bob Thornton?
Yeah,
that's Greg.
Man, it's Sling Blade.
The show. Listen, wait. I'm gonna let him talk. I'm gonna switch back. Hold on a second. I know you guys. I'm trying to. All right, let me pull. This is awesome. Shh, everybody, be quiet. Listen to Greg talk. Okay, gonna see if I can share the screen. Share. I'm still learning. I got that. All right, let me go.
No, we can't play it. He's got vertical video. Sorry.
That's okay. Too bad.
It's not allowed.
You ready? Listen to this guy's voice. It's awesome.
Pieces together just to see what it's going to look like. There comes a time when you have to put the pieces together and kind of think, oh boy, let's see what it's going to look like.
Look at this, guys. Isn't this beautiful?
Yeah, stitching and the covering there.
Nothing's really
full cables.
Yeah.
But look at the fuselage. That woodwork is just.
He's put all those little pin marks in there by hand. Look at the God. Look at that stitching.
The other one's just.
If only he had turned the camera sideways, we could see it all.
Yeah. All right. I gotta see if I can get back to us. There we go. So anyway, his voice is great. The videos are awesome. The plane looks great. He and Joe, I don't know if he's building Joe's plane or if they're both building planes together. I didn't get to go back far enough to understand, but we should, and like you said, invite him, or I might call Joe and get more information. But the plane is gorgeous. So if you guys get a chance, look him up and admire that albatross.
All right. So Lee, I have a question for you.
Yes.
We're talking about wanting a deeper voice. So I know if you inhale some helium, it'll raise your voice. Is there something you can breathe that'll drop your voice a little?
Yes, because I saw that on Mythbusters. For a lot of people don't know what it is, but it'll probably kill me. So you're stuck with my voice the way it is. I mean, I could just muffle my voice, or just let's do these really early in the morning when I have my radio voice.
Yeah, I heard if you breathe ether, that'll work.
All right. So did y'all go over some of the questions online?
No,
you guys are too talking.
Yeah. Let's wait while Fitz reads.
What?
Okay.
Oh, look at him. We have Brian Wagner says we have the best RC podcast. Well, nothing else that needs to be said. Thanks, Brian. Let's see. George says the parks are open in San Antonio, so he takes that we can still fly. Just mind your distance.
All right.
It's an interesting way of approaching it. Andrew says, what's with the Fitz beard? Well, hey, since I'm working from home, I don't have to impress anybody at the office, so I'm just being lazy. But it is getting itchy. My wife is looking at me weird, like, what the? She just keeps poking at my face. Gregory Hahn. There we go.
So that's his Facebook page.
I guess that's what he's modeling. It looks like the same colors.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
No, right. So I guess look up. I guess is it public?
All the posts on the aircraft are public.
Okay, that's nice.
Isn't that nice?
That's a nice big scheme. That's interesting.
Speaking of cool people making cool airplanes and showing them on Facebook, have you guys seen Red Jensen 30-inch span Gentle Lady?
No.
You guys know Red Jensen?
Yeah. I want to say, did he make a post that he just flew today or something, or yesterday?
In the last couple of days, yeah. He basically took the Carl Goldberg Gentle Lady sailplane, shrunk it down to a 30-inch wingspan.
Okay.
And,
I saw one that was on the ground. It looked very tiny. I was like, if that's a Gentle Lady, you chop the wings off or something. But
and then outfitted it with UMX gear or UM gear. And I don't know if he can fly it as a pure glider or only with a motor pod, but he's got a little motor pod that goes on top of the wing, and it looked like it was flying really well.
Yeah, that's neat.
Did he post it in Balta?
I think it was in Bamaba.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right.
Well,
also Model Aircraft Builders Group, for those of you not familiar. So join that, look it up. There's always some neat projects in there.
Speaking of
no, I'm gonna yield to you, but let's put a pin in this. Let's come back to inspiration I found in Bamaba and what I did about it. Lee, go.
Okay. Good news. Fun news. For me, it was exciting. Some of you know, and I know Fitz knows. Oh, actually, you know what? I apologize, Terry. Both of my good friends know I'm a big Cessna 177 fan, but when it specifically relates to like Kyosho models or that size, kind of a 4-foot wingspan, Terry gave me an old Kyosho model. Fitz, you got me one from not Midwest. Do you remember who that was from?
Hobby Shack, wasn't it?
No,
it may have been Hobby Shack.
Well, that was my hobby. No, I bought the.
I don't remember.
But anyway, so Fitz got me one too. But I was perusing, like I was mentioning earlier, the Facebook pages, and some guy had just a small picture of a wing with a servo laying on it. He goes, "So how do I mount this?" And I immediately recognized the decals and the ABS plastic of a Cessna 177. I jumped in the forum, and everybody's asking, "What kind of plane is it?" And the guy goes, "I don't know. Here's a picture of it." And I jumped in and said, "I know that plane." I was like, I know that plane, guys.
I know that. Give it to me now. Give it to me.
Yeah, well, so I mean, and people were trying to give him advice on how to mount the servos. Well, the plane is meant for one servo torque rods. You really don't want to cut up that ABS plastic and foam to dig a channel for the wing servos. But I reached out to the guy. We got into communication. I scanned every page of the manual for him, sent it to him. He and his son are just getting into modeling, and I think it's actually not a bad plane to start with. But
You think?
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, there's bad. I mean, obviously, ours might be better.
The future of that classic Kyosho is in your hands, Lee.
I'm going to step this man gently through the path of great flying Kyosho 177. Okay. And we chatted, and I'm going to hopefully help him out. I didn't get to see many detailed photos of it, so I told him to send me some shots. But the nice part was there was another guy who chimed in after he had seen all the posts I made, and he's like, "It's great to see people keeping in communication, asking for help and finding the right person who can answer their questions." And I was thinking to myself, I'm like the Kyosho 177 whisperer, right? And there's mine right there. This is the same one he has, the red and blue stripes. And I'm like, and do you remember, Fitz? You will remember this. Richard gave me the fuselage of one.
Oh yeah.
Remember, he was just sitting in his pile of junk, and he goes, "Oh, here." He just threw it at me, basically. I was like, "Oh my god!" I cleaned it up. It looks brand new. It's ready for some more work done to it. But anyway,
do you have a wing?
I'm just going to use one of mine.
Oh, you already had a spare one?
Oh, I have. Well, I have 3 other planes flying, so I can just swap the wings around.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe one day you'll run across a lonely Kyosho wing.
One day in RC groups, this guy goes, "So I hear you like, Cessna Cardinals. I've got one for $180." I was like, "Well, you still have one for $100." I was like,
it's kind of funny how that stuff happens, though. When you become known as a Kyosho guy, it tends to find you, or I don't know, whatever your certain category is. Once people know you for that, the stuff just ends up in your lap. So.
Yeah. Well, I hope to help this guy out. I'd like to see another one flying. They're good planes. I've got 2 in boxes. Wait, see, look right there.
Yeah.
Those 2 right there.
Yeah, I was trying to look over your shoulder earlier.
That one right there, Fitz, is yours. That's the one you gave me. Way over there is the one Richard gave me.
Okay.
This is the one my dad gave me.
You're collecting them.
Yeah. They're good flyers. And then, hey, Fitz, that was the one we brought to Small.
Oh, yeah. You remember you flying it around. It had 20 size engine in it, right?
15.
15? Okay.
OS 15. All right, so that was that.
Okay.
Okay, back to you, Terry.
Okay, we can go to me, but I feel like we've been shutting out Fitz. Fitz, what do you have to say?
Fitz he's in his own little world. He's on YouTube. He's actually chatting with all his fans right now.
So. I've listened to you guys' wonderful stories.
Okay, let me. I need a visual aid here. Stand by.
Okay.
I thought he was ready. Jeez Louise.
Oh, by the way, just Fitz and I were chatting earlier. We're going to rent out this spot for advertisers. This is my little sticker for Zip Kits. And if you don't remember, many episodes ago, I built a little tugboat by this company, Zip Kits. Look them up while you're at home doing nothing and you need to film. Go to zipkits.com and go buy a tugster. Go find a pond and go have some fun. Anyway, back to you, Terry.
All right. So speaking of BAMABA, Balsam Model Aircraft Builders Group on Facebook, I was looking through some stuff there the other day, and I ran across this. Can you see what it is? It's probably
That's right.
violating all sorts of
Right.
copyright
But
laws.
it's coming down. Shardabababada.
Move it up a little bit.
Shardabadis.
There you go.
Charybdis.
Too close. Move it back a little
There we
bit.
go.
Right there.
The specifics aren't that important. Basically, it's this strange free flight flying machine that's designed for 049s. It's a rotating wing, a rotary wing thing. And this, for me, is noteworthy because when I was a kid, there was a book that was always on the hobby shop shelf that was something like 10 projects for half-A engines. And I never had the book, but I always thumbed through it because I like to tinker with the 049s. And I remember seeing this one day and thought I had enough of it in my head to go home and build it. But clearly I did not, because what I built didn't go anywhere. And I always wondered the details of it. And then I'd kind of forgotten about it until I saw this the other day. And so there were some plans on there. I downloaded the plans.
How do you pronounce that?
Charybdis.
Charybdis.
Like Scylla and Charybdis of, was that Roman legend? The two dragons in the sea that you had to get through. It's like if you were stuck between Scylla and Charybdis, it's like a rock and a hard place.
Sounds like a Hercules thing.
Yeah, same sort of thing. Again, I don't know the physics behind it yet. It's one of those things I'm hoping I can kind of figure it out. But here's the midpoint. There's a wing on this side. There's a boom on this side with an 049. The 049 just makes it spin around, and presumably it flies. You said you saw one at small, right?
Yeah, I saw one at small.
Right. Okay.
I have a picture. I think I have a picture somewhere. I have to go dig it up. But
I need to see a video of this thing.
I think I might have a video too. I just remembered. I'll have to go dig it up. I'll let you know.
Okay.
I want to say you do. I think I've seen it.
Okay. Well, I wanted to fast track this thing. So I've got some progress. Of these pre-built wings from the old
let me go back to
Red Hawk, which is a molded foam wing, a lot of whatever. And it's got these elliptical tips. So I cut off one elliptical tip. I'm going to back up here. I cut off one end, so I've got the wing part here, and then just a piece of light balsa stick I glued to the bottom. And I don't have any working 049s at the moment, so I just put this little 10-gram outrunner with a 3-cell 350 and a 5-inch prop, and this weighs about 60 grams altogether. Guess how much an 049 weighs? Anybody?
59 grams.
60. Yeah. I don't know if that's wet or dry, but anyway, it probably spins the prop a little faster. But anyway, my thought being, this will probably work, and I can have throttle control at the same time. Because in reading about this, a lot of people have built these, they're free flight, so they just fly away sometimes. You get them too, like a lot of free flight 049 stuff. So anyway, I'm excited to try it and maybe fail miserably. I don't know, but with so much of the stuff I do, just figuring out how the heck it works is half the fun for me.
Can you stand up and walk back a little bit so we can see the entire left to right image without seeing the microphone? There we go. Tilt it one way or the other.
Let me shove this out of the way.
Okay. That is cool.
Look at that.
So I'm going to ask a question, Terry, and this is where, I know the simplicity of this is that you just throttle up and let it go, but have you thought, since it's going to be RC, that you might change the pitch angle of that fin? Just maybe find a way to trim it?
Of this? Well, yeah, because the plans show a fixed angle, but I've changed so many other things about it. I don't know if that applies. So I've made it where it's going to be a movable elevator.
Oh, you did do it. Oh, did I miss that? Did you mention that?
No, I didn't. But it's going to be fixed, but it's going to be so that I can change what that angle is and to trim it for flight, basically. But I have also thought about putting a micro servo in there. But that's I would have to get a really long extension.
That's what I was thinking. You could even, to help you with CG, run the servo or something closer to center and run a tube, because you're not talking about moving it a lot. So if you could find a way to put a micro servo near center to keep the CG right. Oh,
like a torque tube kind of thing?
And then run a torque tube.
Yeah, it's also got a boom that comes out the front with the counterbalance on the front. And I still haven't wrapped my head around this thing. The center of gravity is ahead of the wing and a little bit to the right of center. So I think the center of gravity is going to be
it's this imaginary spot.
And then it rotates around a point like here. And just, I got to see how this thing flies or doesn't fly. I don't know.
Well, here another thought is, we'll talk offline, but I was thinking you obviously don't need a lot of trim. So really you just need a servo to, like a bell crank, just move a little portion of that trim. So you're not running full torque to the servo.
I don't know, maybe. I mean, even if I have the movable elevator to trim it, the best I'm going to hope for control wise is the speed to, it's either going to climb if it's capable of that.
Put sharp razor blades on the front
true,
leading edge. Run away.
Hey, Terry, Craig in the chat has a message for you regarding that.
Oh, I have a copy of the Oh yeah. Okay. I looked up that book. I remembered the name of it. So like always I go to Amazon. Those books are like $50 for these little paperback project books. So I think there's some historical value there.
Craig's got one for $49.99.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like you can scan a couple pages or something for you.
Yeah, it was the same kind of thing when I was looking for Andy Lennon's design book.
Yeah.
Which is famous. It's what was once a very popular book that everybody had on their shelf. You've got to find one now, and you're going to pay top dollar for that thing. So
Wow.
I managed to find one at a decent price, but they are not cheap.
Yeah, I've had his book for quite some time. He's got some really good rule of thumbs in there and stuff.
Yeah, it's some neat stuff. And,
Yeah.
He's a good designer. So,
Okay, so for those of you still watching, quickly type in what you're working on. Is it a boat? Is it a plane? Tell us what you're doing.
All right. Oh, Stuart's out. See you later, Stuart. Thanks for joining us.
So
I'm
I
going
remember
to
one of us saying that this would not go longer than 40 minutes. I'm not going to say who. It might have even been me.
I said firm cutoff would be 50, so I'm still in
50?
there.
Okay. So, yeah.
Okay, I'm ready what mine is.
And by the way, to adjust Craig, thanks for that, Craig. Send me an email if you don't mind to contact@rcroundtable.com. And let's see. Yeah, just I don't know if there's any words of wisdom out of that book. I've got the plan, so I'm good there. But and George also mentioned, George is familiar with it, George Wilson, who, by the way, he should be our official historian. He's anything we talk about, he's already up to speed on. So we need to consult him on everything. So yeah, George, I'll look for some videos of that. I just got to see the attitude it flies in and how it ticks. I'm
fascinated. Oh, they're starting to pop up.
Do you have a biplane, Terry?
Like an RC flying one?
Can you do that for me? Can you do maybe a V-tail and a biplane?
Yeah, give me a minute. V-tail's a V-tail. It doesn't care how many wings there are.
I know, but just something you don't see very often. So, Buck's building a glider. Rotating. Oh, of course, Michael's doing something fancy to his helicopter.
Rotating gun.
Yeah, but does it shoot, Michael?
Tuning a glider. Scott says he's 3D lab print Joker hotliner.
Wow.
A 3D printed hotliner. Man, I hope that stays in one piece.
Wow. It's dipped in resin.
A lot of stuff. Amphibian slow boat.
Fontana, 2.6 meter glider. Wow.
Yeah. What's Bluefo XL?
It's a big EPP foamy.
Oh, okay.
Fun. You crash it into things. It doesn't
That's
care.
what Steven says. Dress is smart.
If you guys ever make it up to Neat, you will get very familiar with the blue.
Oh, Scott. Scott, I want to answer Scott. The smart hotliner, right?
Yeah, this thing's been around forever.
Yes, I have one of those. I still have it, Scott. It's still in flyable condition in the workshop. It's one of those things that it's nice to pull out every once in a while. I love pulling it out. People say, it's kind of windy for a glider, isn't it?
It's about to get windier.
Well, I'm laughing at Adam's comment. He's building a 1-to-1 scale B-17.
He's not lying.
He's not lying. He is not lying.
Hey, Tony's in the chat. Mini uproar.
By the way, Adam, I'm still waiting for my green shirt. It seems like you guys were out of green shirts, so give him a poke and let me know when I can get my yield.
The B-17 business is on a tough time right now. So.
That's very sad. Breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Tony's building mini uproar.
Now, is that plans or a kit bash? Was there a commercially available mini uproar?
I don't
know.
I don't think so.
I can picture the normal uproar and the variations of that. But
I have a big.
Let us know.
I have a giant, the big uproar. I think it's uproar. Yeah.
We got a nice comment from Justin. He says he's been listening to us for a while, and nice to put a ugly face to all the voices.
We have to call him Justin Fitz.
I saw that. It's like, oh, he's got an R.
Hey, was Jeffrey watching your hobby view? Was he also?
Yeah, he was, because of the name. Yes. Yeah. Thanks, Justin, for hopping over to both our live streams.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So I know one of us has to go. So Terry's or
no, I don't have to. I just taking the opportunity to twist the knife.
Scott corrected us. Towers has a mini uproar.
Okay.
Probably right.
Tower.
Tower.
Totally kidding.
All right. No 2020 catalog for you.
So maybe I did not a oopsie. I braved the virus yesterday to go out to Home Depot. I had to do it because it looks like we may be getting more lockdowns. So I was like, well, I got to go do this now before it really locks down. So I went to Home Depot to get a little sample of latex paint. So for my A10, we get around to painting my A10, and I needed another shade of gray. And so what I did was, I don't have the whole thing here. I found some Tamiya paint that's apparently the shade I need.
You're going to need a lot more of that.
This is what I did. I took the paint and I airbrushed it onto, like a piece of plastic, kind of like this. This isn't the one that's in the garage, I think. And then I went down to Home Depot, and they have an imager scanning machine that you put it in, and it takes a sample. And says, oh, this is the color you want. And so I get one of these little. Oh, I took it away. You can buy just little bottles of sample paint, and that's plenty enough for what we do.
It's like $3.
It's like $3. It's water, latex, water cleanup. It'll last. I could probably paint 10 planes with it. I should have brought one in. It's not much bigger than this. But
that much Tamiya paint would cost you a large fortune.
Yeah, I couldn't paint the plane with this much. It costs a small fortune. I need a bunch of bottles. This is not enough bottles. So, but I've done other planes. I think my Kafir and some other stuff, and I've done touch-up paint and some of my foamies with that kind of paint, so I can airbrush it and stuff. Really nice. So, what was interesting is the Home Depot closed early. We're in there like this lady comes up. We're closing. Like it's like 6 o'clock.
The big push broom shoving you out of the way.
Yeah. Like, okay, so they close early, but they were open. So, and everybody's keeping their distance. But I figured, and I got some wood too. I'm trying to do some cleanup and organizing in the workshop. So I brought some wood to make some things in my rafters to hold more stuff and whatnot. So, so I think I'm good. I don't think I have to go anywhere for a while after that.
All right. That's good to know.
Yeah.
You guys want to see a small brushless motor? So yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Change the subject. Check out that sucker.
Oh. Ooh, tiny little guy.
Yeah. So this is a 90
smaller than your thumb.
Yeah, it's small. Yeah, it's tiny. I think it's 11 millimeter diameter.
Yeah,
but
I was going to
it's
say
very popular in the quad world. And this is a little 90 millimeter, like a step up from the little Indutrix stuff. And anyway, I picked this up in a little package deal locally. And my intent was to yank the motors off and use it for a UMX project that I have in mind. But once I got it, I found out that it's a 4-in-1 speed control that's integrated into the flight controller. So it's going to be a little tougher than I thought. It doesn't get rid of the whole thing, but it just adds a few twists and turns. So anyway, they're just amazingly tiny little motors. That the only thing I don't like about them is the props push on. And so.
There's a thing called JB Weld.
Yeah, JB Weld, those suckers on there.
Yeah. Well, the ones that were on here had been C8 on, so it's no small effort to pry them off.
So Fitz, you were asked by Michael if you had a chance to finish your T-Rex 600.
Yeah, I saw that. No, and I kind of temporarily misplaced the new head. I don't even know where it is. I'm sure it's in the workshop somewhere. So no, I haven't had a chance. Mike, thanks for the reminder, though. I need to go see where I put it. I'm sure I just stuck it like on a table and it got covered up with stuff. But
isn't that fun when you go to clean your shop and you find something you forgot you even had?
Oh, I found a bunch of stuff I forgot I had.
Well, I don't have it here, but I was cleaning the shop for the AMA hop, and I have a bowl of screws. I just keep adding to it. I'm like, isn't it time I just went ahead and thought I don't need them for a plane that's flying right now. I could just go ahead and sort them. But
Now, so what do you do? So as I'm cleaning up, I'm finding just lots of little screws and stuff, and I got like a bucket, and I'm like, I don't want to spend the time to go through each one. Is this metric? Is this SAE? So I just want to like pour them into something, and
also doesn't care. Just thread it right in.
This is one of my miscellaneous screw boxes where I just take extra parts or parts I didn't think about using.
Yeah,
right there.
Just make a miscellaneous. That's what I'm going to do, just to speed up the cleanup, because
I've gone to it sometimes to find the screw I need.
Yeah, I mean, I have some screws that are organized, but when you're cleaning up stuff, you got projects and stuff. You just got a mess of screws that are in different tubs. You just pour it all in.
Well,
when you want to make sure the body sinks, keep that.
Well, my laptop is currently on my screw box, but I was thinking about that today when I was cleaning up. I've only got about 4 planes that I need to finish before I decide all the screws that are just left over. I'll just start putting away in boxes because, like I took the floats off of the Beaver, and I take it back. I took the gear off and put the floats on the Beaver. So some of those little tiny screws I had on this counter. So I want to make sure I count them all before I put them away.
I got a little magnetic bowl from Harbor Freight a while back, and that's pretty handy for keeping stuff that I know I'm going to need quickly.
I have probably about half a dozen of those, and they're all filled with random bits of screws.
That you forget what
that I forget where they go to. So I got all these magnetic bowls. They all have just junk on them. So they've just become junk repositories.
Well, I mean, I'm keeping them somewhere. I just go, what did I need that screw for? And
all the time I disassemble something, whether it's RC or the car or house. Whatever.
Yeah.
I take a mental picture. I'll remember what this looks like to put it back together. And I don't remember. So I've gotten better about actually taking photos with my phone.
The woes of hobbyists.
Yeah. All right.
I guess that's what I'll do.
Rex asked if these are 1103s. I don't know. I guess I could measure it. Or maybe I could read it. I could have read it. Yeah, 1103, 8,000 kV motors.
8,000?
Yeah, that's not
holy moly.
Get much higher than that.
Ducted fan?
I don't know much about these. I'd like to know how to operate it and not burn it up. I don't know how many amps they pull. I don't know nothing about nothing. But they're cute and tiny, so I want to try them.
Oh, neat. Yeah. Maybe make a little B-24 out of them or something.
Maybe. Or there's plenty of 4-engine models to choose from.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just pick one. Huh. I've got a little B-24 kit. Maybe one of these days I'll build.
Quad cub.
Quad cub.
All right. I think we should wrap things up. It's almost an hour, and we just wanted to chime in, say hello to everybody. Hope you guys are doing well. Sounds like some of you are building some cool stuff. And if you'd like, you are welcome to share those with us on our Facebook page.
We encourage you to do so.
Yeah, because we'd love to post stuff like that. And if you email us more information, perhaps we might actually make a post just covering your aircraft, kind of like what we're doing with Greg's Albatross. We're kind of promoting it. So happy to share what the cool stuff,
if you have a deep voice, that is. Don't come at us with your tinny little voice.
Yeah, got a deep voice.
Hi,
tell you what.
This is my slow stick.
Yeah, interesting to see.
Could I do it in a British accent? It is my Spitfire. Not best of me.
Right ahead.
You bloody American. You bloody Yank. All right.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, in the next couple of months, we get to see some really nice stuff come out of people's workshops.
Yep.
Maybe like another winter, like up north, and you go in the wintertime, like how that is.
You guys finally have a building season.
Yeah. Yeah. It's actually nice weather out here.
By 20.
Today was beautiful out.
Oh, it was.
Things are cool. Yeah, it was really nice. So
plastered up to the window, crying.
Well, I mean, for us that, unlike Lee, that has a climate controlled workshop, for some of us, we're at the whims of Mother Nature when it comes to the climate in the workshop.
Been there, Fitz. Just buy yourself an air conditioner.
I do have an air conditioner, just no insulation in the damn place.
Get it done. You went to Home Depot today. You could have bought some drywall and studs.
I'll do that after I finish cleaning up. It's still kind of too messy to do that kind of stuff.
Well, I thought we were leaving.
Yeah. I was going to say, not only are we going to have a baby boom after all this, we're going to have a model boom.
Yeah.
Model boom, yeah. Yes. Okay. So, all right, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this live home edition of the RC Roundtable. Hopefully, we'll get another live one up sometime soon, since we seem to be all stuck at home anyways.
Probably next week. Let's do this a week.
All right. Hey, sounds good to me. I like these things. They're nice, quick, and easy. Very little post-production. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, and guys, tune into Hobby Views. He'll have a live show hopefully in a couple of days. And I don't think Chris is still with us, but I think Chris Wolf might try a live show too, just so he can try to catch up to Fitz.
Oh, it's on.
Tell everybody what it said on your envelope.
Oh, I have it right here.
It's awesome.
Yeah. How can I do this? I don't want to give everybody my address.
Here, I'll put you up.
There you go. So this is what I got. Can you see it?
No.
Just tell us.
Oh, you can't see it.
You can't see it. Oh, there he goes.
Oh, Fitz the YouTube star walker.
That's what Chris will put on the address when he got to me. I almost missed it. I was looking. I was like, wait a minute. So no, I'm not a star. I just got a few extra hits than normal, but I'm having fun with it, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and also appreciate you guys for tuning in for tonight. And we will see you guys later.
All right. Good night.
Bye, guys.